Hey there, adventurers. Welcome back to the channel where the ordinary meets the extraordinary and the supermarket turns into a stage for quirky, unexpected encounters. Today, we've got not one, but two wild tales about meeting cute, yet slightly crazy anime girls at the local supermarket. Trust me, you don't want to miss these cozy yet thrilling stories. There's ramen avalanches, secret missions, and even sacred artifacts involved. Before we dive in, make sure you tap that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And drop a comment telling us what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while grocery shopping. All right, grab your shopping cart and let's head down story lane. Supermarket shenanigans with Sakura. It was a crisp autumn evening, and the warm glow of the neighborhood supermarket pulled me in like a moth to a flame. I wasn't expecting anything exciting, just a quick stop to grab some snacks, and maybe those maple-flavored homemade cookies I liked. But instead, I found something, or rather someone, that would turn my routine errand into a whirlwind of chaos and charm. I was scanning the shelves in the instant ramen aisle when I heard the sound of footsteps approaching, fast. Before I could fully turn around, a cheerful voice exploded beside me like fireworks. "Hey, hey, you have good taste in noodles," exclaimed a girl who seemingly materialized out of thin air. I blinked, startled. She was short and dressed in a mishmash of autumn colors, topped off with a scarf adorned with little cartoon cat faces. Her hair was dyed a brilliant shade of pink that almost glowed under the fluorescent supermarket lighting. She grinned at me so brightly it could have outshone the sunrise. And then she stuck her face uncomfortably close to mine. "You're not one of those people who pick ramen based on the packaging, right? Please tell me you actually care about flavor," she demanded, her golden eyes staring deep into mine, like her entire day rode on this answer. Flavor's important," I stammered, clutching the pack of spicy miso ramen tighter. What just happened? Had I entered an anime episode without knowing it? Her grin widened. "Good answer." She straightened and tossed her equally absurd bright pink shopping basket onto her arm. It was completely empty, save for two odd items: a small potted cactus and a pack of colorful stickers shaped like frogs. "Name's Sakura," she said, tossing her free hand into the air like she had just scored a victory in some invisible contest. "You look responsible. Help me pick dinner." Before I could even process her words, Sakura grabbed my hand and tugged me deeper into the store, leaving my half-picked ramen behind. I wasn't sure how to respond. She was equal parts adorable and chaotic, like some kind of pixie, fueled by caffeine and unchecked enthusiasm. "What about this?" she asked, holding up a frozen pizza with pineapple on it Her expression was thoughtful, as if she were deciding the fate of mankind. I mean, it's not bad, I offered hesitantly. Not bad, not bad. Pineapple on pizza is a culinary masterpiece, or a cardinal sin. There's no not bad, silly. She twirled dramatically and tossed the pizza back onto the shelf. All right, she declared, spinning back to me. We need something cozier, something soul-hugging. Let's find potato soup mix. And without another word, she marched toward another aisle, practically skipping. Sakura navigated the supermarket like it was her personal playground. Every corner of it, a new adventure. She gasped dramatically at tubs of yellow pudding, mourned the absence of a particular brand of chocolate milk, and cheered when she found instant teriyaki rice bowls on sale. I couldn't help but laugh under my breath. Sure, she was unabashedly over the top, but there was something refreshing about her boundless energy. Finally, she stopped at the soup section, turning to me like we were about to embark on the final, most heroic trial of the quest. All right, now you pick. What's the coziest flavor? I glanced over the options. Chicken noodle, creamy mushroom, tomato basil. Before I could decide, Sakura leaned in dramatically, her face barely a foot from mine again. Pick wisely, she whispered conspiratorially. The whole vibe hangs in the balance. I chuckled nervously and grabbed the creamy mushroom. It seemed like the safest bet to avoid further pineapple pizza type emergencies. She gave me an approving nod, as if I had just solved an impossible riddle. Excellent choice, my assistant. Now, onward to dessert. She saluted me for some reason, and then dashed off again, leaving me trailing behind her like the bewildered hero in her strange supermarket odyssey. We arrived at the bakery section, where Sakura's eyes lit up like she was gazing upon untold treasures. Cookies are great, sure, she mused. But don't you think pie is just superior? It's like a hug in dessert form. It was the most passionate argument about pie I had ever heard. The sheer earnestness in her voice almost convinced me, though I still had my heart set on those maple cookies. Somehow sensing my thoughts, Sakura held up a mini apple pie and narrowed her eyes mischievously. I dare you to put this in your cart. Double dare. I laughed again, shaking my head. Fine, fine, but I'm still getting cookies. She shrugged, satisfied. Fair enough, both is better. Her logic was flawless. As we wrapped up our chaotic shopping spree, Sakura's boundless chatter calmed to a warm hum, and she walked beside me contentedly. Her basket now filled with an assortment of items ranging from reasonable choices, like soup, to bizarre ones, like canned squid and neon green gummy bears. You know, you're kind of fun, she said, as we wandered toward the registers. Most people get all cranky or weird when I talked to them, but you didn't run away. That makes you pretty cool." She gave me a sideways grin, the kind that felt like sunshine bursting through clouds. At checkout, she surprised me by splitting the cost of the pie. "A souvenir for our joint adventure," she declared, handing me the small box like it was a trophy. Before I could thank her, she suddenly turned heel, holding her cactus and frog stickers like sacred treasures. "Welp, I'm off. Thanks for the laughs, assistant," she called over her shoulder. And then, with a wave that could rival royalty, Sakura disappeared into the brisk evening, leaving behind only the echo of her cheerful chaos, and an apple pie I'd probably never forget. Walking home with my groceries, I couldn't help but feel like I'd been swept up in a bizarre but cozy anime episode. And honestly, I didn't mind one bit. It's that. You think the ramen avalanche was chaotic enough? Hold on tight, because the next story takes things to another level. Picture running through the aisles in a race against time, all for the sake of chicken nuggets with magical destiny-level importance. If the first story felt cozy and fun, this next one turns the supermarket into an adventure zone filled with mystery, suspense, and some surprisingly heartwarming laughs. Let's jump back into the frozen food section as the madness continues. The supermarket enigma. The wheels of my shopping cart squeaked slightly as I pushed it down the fluorescently lit aisle. It was a lazy afternoon, the kind of day where nothing seemed capable of surprising you. Or so I thought. I turned the corner into the instant ramen aisle, casually tossing a pack of spicy miso flavor into my cart, when she appeared out of nowhere, like a rare Pokémon popping into the tall grass. She was petite, with pink hair that looked like it had been cut by someone wielding scissors in a thunderstorm. Her oversized sweater had a cutesy cartoon sushi roll embroidered on it, and her glittering green eyes were locked onto the shelves with an intensity that made my pulse quicken. In her arms, she held a precariously tall tower of instant ramen bowls, wobbling as if defying gravity. "Hey," I said, almost instinctively. "You might want to." Too late. The tower tilted in slow motion, and in the blink of an eye, instant ramen avalanched down in a chorus of clattering plastic. She gasped dramatically, dropping to her knees as though mourning the loss of a great treasure. "Nuwu," she wailed. "Chicken teriyaki flavor. Why have you BTRAYD me?" Unsure whether to laugh or offer help, I crouched down beside her. Are you okay?" She whipped around to face me so quickly that I flinched. Her expression transformed from despair to keen curiosity in an instant. "Do you believe in fate?" she asked, leaning in close, her glittering green eyes practically glowing with intensity. I guess," I stammered, caught off guard. "Why, She slapped a hand to her forehead dramatically. I knew it. It's destiny. You're the one I've been searching for. Wait, what? You, she repeated, pointing a finger directly at my chest. You've entered my rare item side quest. Now, come with me. We must journey to the forbidden freezer section before the clock strikes 0. I blinked, utterly baffled. The forbidden what? She didn't wait for an answer. Grabbing my wrist, she yanked me to my feet and started power walking toward the frozen food section, leaving the pile of ramen sprawled across the floor like battlefield casualties. Hold on, I protested, trying to keep up. What are you talking about? There's no time to explain, she said, glancing at her smartwatch. If we don't retrieve the sacred artifact in the next 15 minutes, the balance of snack time harmony will be broken forever. Snack time harmony. Is this some kind of prank? Where are the cameras? She stopped abruptly, spinning around to face me, her expression dead serious. Do I look like I have time for pranks? The artifact is real. The danger is real. And the fate of the freezer aisle depends on you. I opened my mouth to argue, but there was something in her unwavering gaze that stopped me. It was completely ridiculous, but a small, stupid part of me was curious. What if she wasn't messing around? All right, fine, I sighed. Let's just get this over with. She beamed like I'd just agreed to save the world, which, according to her, I kind of had. She grabbed my hand again, and we sped through the store, weaving between other shoppers and narrowly avoiding collisions with carts. When we reached the freezer section, she skidded to a halt, scanning the icy glass doors with laser focus. There, the vault of eternal nuggets. I followed her gaze to a freezer crammed with every kind of chicken nugget imaginable. You've got to be kidding me. But she ignored my skepticism, pulling a small, folded piece of paper from her sweater pocket. It was a map. A crudely drawn, anime-styled map of the supermarket, complete with exaggerated doodles of dangers, like the evil cash register boss and fizzy soda trap zone. All right, she said, studying the map intently. The artifact should be hidden behind the spicy thunder nuggets. You distract the guardian, and I'll retrieve the treasure. I squinted at her. What guardian? She pointed dramatically, and my stomach sank as I saw it. A towering employee stacking bags of frozen peas just beside the nuggets. He was built like a tank and had the expression of someone who wouldn't tolerate any shenanigans. Oh no, I said, backing away. I'm not distracting anyone. Do you want the balance of snack time harmony to be destroyed? She hissed. I don't even know what that means. Just do it. Believe in yourself. Before I could object, she darted off, slinking between freezers like some kind of ninja. I groaned. This was so stupid. Taking a deep breath, I approached the employee. "Excuse me," I said, mustering my most innocent smile. "Do you happen to know where the gluten-free pancakes are?" He looked at me like I'd just asked for directions to the moon. "Aisle 7. Great, thanks. Also, do you guys have?" Behind him, I saw the girl reappear. She pressed herself against the freezer door, slowly inching it open while muttering what sounded like an incantation under her breath. I had no idea what she was doing, but I had to keep the employee distracted. "What about, vegan pizza rolls?" I blurted. "Aisle 3, he said, his patience clearly wearing thin. "Oh, cool. And do you?" "There you are," the girl shouted suddenly, holding up a bag of nuggets so shiny and golden it almost seemed to glow. The wings of wondrous crunchiness. The employee turned, his eyes narrowing. "What are you doing?" "Run," she screamed, bolting past me with the speed of an action hero. Before I could think, I ran after her. We tore through the store like fugitives, narrowly avoiding the employee's pursuit. When we finally reached the checkout line, she dropped the bag of nuggets onto the conveyor belt, gasping for breath, but grinning triumphantly. "We did it," she said. "The artifact is safe." I looked at her, then at the bag of nuggets. That's what this was all about. Chicken nuggets. "Not just any chicken nuggets," she said, wagging a finger. "These are legendary, only restocked once every 1,000 years. Or, whenever there's a sale." The cashier scanned the nuggets, looking utterly unfazed by the chaos. "That'll be $5.99. She turned to me, clasping her hands together like a pleading anime character. I forgot my wallet." "Could you?" I groaned, pulling out my card. "Fine, but after this, I never want to see you again." Her face lit up like a fireworks display. "You're the best, truly a noble hero." As we exited the store, she skipped along beside me, clutching the nuggets like a prized possession. "So, what's your name, hero?" I sighed. "It's Mark. And you?" She grinned mischievously. "You can call me Machi." "Machi, huh? Figures." "Hey, don't look so grumpy. Fate brought us together today." "Yeah, fate," I said, rolling my eyes. "More like bad luck." But as she waved goodbye and disappeared into the crowd, I found myself smiling despite it all. Because life had just gotten a lot less predictable and maybe a little more fun. And that's a wrap on today's supermarket adventures. 2 encounters that prove you never know who or what you'll run into while grabbing your weekly groceries. Was it pure chaos or just fate taking the wheel? Either way, these anime-esque moments definitely made a trip to the store unforgettable. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe for more fantastical tales, and hit that bell icon so you're always notified when new adventures drop. And hey, let us know in the comments, which story would you rather star in? The ramen rescue mission or the forbidden nugget quest? Until next time, stay adventurous and keep finding magic in the mundane. See you in the next video.